In this tutorial of Archicad, we're going to talk about opening it, loading a new file and beginning a new project, and organizing stories on the new project. You're going to find Archicad in your Launchpad. You can just go straight to search, type it in, there we are, Archicad 23, the latest version. Click on it. You go to File, New, File, New, go across and open it, start a new file. This icon's going to come up. You need to select the Australian template, because the Australian template will comply with Australian building standards. Work environment profile, the current profile is fine, and click New. Archicad's a big program, so it may take some time to load, so be patient. When it loads, your page should come up looking like this. Around this picture, this is where your building is going to appear as we progress. These arrows around the page are your north, east, south and west elevation markers. The markers with the lines coming out of them are your sectional elevation markers, which will be explained later. Down the left of your page is called the info box. The info box has components of a building, for example the wall, window, stairs, curtains, mesh, objects, concrete slabs, etc., etc. When you click on one of these, for example the wall, the toolbar across the top here comes up, is called the info box. The info box relates to whatever's been selected down this side. So we've selected the wall, and everything across here is wall related. If you select concrete slab, you can see up the top here it changes to concrete slab, and everything along this info box is concrete slab related. On the above the info box is other drawing tools. We will work through some of these throughout the project. Down the right hand side of your page is called the Navigator toolbar. This is important. It is self-explanatory, as is in the name. It is a way to navigate different viewing systems of your project. For example, we can view the project in stories, we can navigate in sections, navigate in elevations, we can click and make our project three-dimensional, and there's a whole other there's an array of viewing navigators down there that we'll look at through the project. Right now I just want to focus on the very top component of the Navigator bar, which is stories. This depicts how many stories your building is going to have that you build. I want you to right click on stories. I want you to go to story settings. It's going to come up with a section of different stories to your building. Mine is going to have currently a ground floor, a first floor and a roof. In our cottage project, we don't want a first floor. We only want a ground floor and a roof. So I want you to click on first floor and delete that story, which leaves us with 2 left. If you have any other stories in there that aren't ground and roof, I want you to delete them as well. So you're only left with these 2. Now we need to set the height of our ground story. I want you to move across here to the ground story elevation. 3,000 is a little too high for what we're building. That's 3 meters, 3,000 mils. I want you to change that to 2,400 mils. When you change that, you'll see that the beginning of the roof has also changed from 3,000 to 2,400 because it begins where the previous level ends. So that's how we want it set up. I want the height of the roof to be 3,100. So if yours isn't, change it now. When they're both changed and it looks like this, click OK. It will prompt you to warn you that you're deleting some stories of your project, and that's fine. So click delete anyway. And that's how it should be set up. We're working in the ground level, so make sure you select ground over here. Don't have it on roof, make sure it's on ground, and make sure ground is in bold, so double click it. There we go, just like that. Now we're ready to go and to build in our ground level of the project.